Waiting to go live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I guess this might not be a good time to go live. Oh, Randy SoCal. I know Machiavelli Jr., you late on your come on, Mac. Machiavelli, they beating you to the punch, bruh. The Zix without compromise. Salute to you. Hey, y'all. Well, I know Uncle Gene just pops up, man, and sometimes I just don't feel like putting on nothing, and I be cheating y'all out of the show because I don't want to get my lazy butt up here, and I don't want to get my lazy butt up here and put nothing on. Shout out to LA out there, Randy SoCal. What up with you? Stone Cold, Kimmy Riles, greetings to you, mama. Ty Boogie, what's up? Tatiana, hi Tatiana. Listen here, man. Y'all gonna want to hear everything I have to say today. I got a title, DMX Black Raw. If ands and buts with candies and nuts, Christmas will be every day. And I want to stick with that, man. Caught my live out there in North Kakalaki. Who is that? Lyricist? All right, good. Appreciate you. My man Choker's out there in North Kakalaki. No matter what y'all say, Choker's still my dude, you know what I'm saying? We talk like men, and we had a conversation, you know what I mean? So, I just want to get on this right quick. I'm going to be calm, cool, and collective. I'm not going to get hostile because some of the people I kind of like, some of the people I don't give a shit about, but I don't know who to start with. Should I start with the DMX thing or should I start with Black Rob? I'm going to start with Black Rob first. And the reason that, because his funeral is coming up. I know y'all saw the DMX funeral, and it was well, what do you want to call a circus? People were saying it's get you some sleep, Mikael West. Y'all know it was a fiasco out there. You know what went down. You know, with the faith thing. I'm gonna talk about that later. But I want to get on this Rob thing because a lot of people are talking shit and ain't telling the truth, and then they steady got Diddy in their mouth, or Diddy is praying with them, and they not really telling the truth about what went down and how things went down. When I went on air, when I saw the pictures about Rob, you know, I went on air asking somebody to find out where he at because I would have went where he was at, or I would have got somebody in touch with him, or do it, and I did all that. And y'all know what happened, and I'm not gonna go into that. But I'm not gonna act like that, you know, I coulda, woulda, shoulda, said, or none of that shit like that. You know, I just want to know where the brother was at looking like that and see what I could do. And I was working with Choke and Phil and some other people, and they supposed to have some politicians that was going to get him his services and try to look out the way he's supposed to. But I did not know that one of my mans, a good brother from the Bronx, BX Guns, had put Rob in a place where he could live with the dude named Cricket. I'm going to call names out. I don't give a shit who likes it, don't like it, don't give a fuck. It's like that. But I'm going to do it calm, cool, and collectively. I'm going to let y'all know the whole truth behind the scenes where people won't come out and say names and shit like that. I'm going to say names. Because I ain't worrying about none of these niggas. In the infamous words of Bernie Mac, I ain't scared of none of you motherfuckers. You understand? I ain't scared of none of you motherfuckers. Because I'm going to let y'all know what happened and what went down. So now, y'all know the story about Rob. I told y'all the story. I was the first one to come out here and tell y'all what happened. And that GoFundMe that Mark Curry and the kid who was did the first song from Drake, I don't know, Gizmo, I forget his name, because I've never been associated with him. That GoFundMe was real. All right. Now let me tell you what exactly happened, because a lot of people are interested in the money. All right. Thank you, Queens Mina, aka. So this is what happened. They set up a GoFundMe for Rob in the whole 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? And it's legit. It was a legit GoFundMe in the whole 9 yards. Lil Rob has the account. Lil Rob has the account, the password, and everything. So they got the money, and whenever the GoFundMe get released, it's gonna be released to Little Rob. He's the oldest of Rob kids. Him and Diamond. Rob has two other kids that we know of. None came out the woodwork or nothing like that. I told you I knew Rob baby's mother. She was a parole officer. You understand? And I met the other baby mother, the Spanish chick, because they came to the skating ring that I used to do the security for down there in Brooklyn. So now they have the money to the GoFundMe. But let's see what's happening. And this is what went down. Jay-Z found out Rob was in trouble. He wanted to know what he could do for Rob. DJ Self got in touch with some dude who claims that he's Rob's manager. I think it's this dude named Cass or Khan or whatever. The same dude who was told a lie. I heard he told some lie about he was with 50 with the day 50 got shot and everything like that. I knew that was a lie. You understand? Because we know who was in the car with 50 when 50 got shot, and everybody knew about that. And that's what's wrong with some of these platforms. They put anybody on their show to get a story, and Vlad had to end up taking that off because of that situation, because the dude was phony and baloney on a fucking pickle sandwich. So now, this is what happened. The dude get in touch with Self and asking Self, could they put up GoFundMe for Rob? Rob already had a GoFundMe with Mark Curry and I'm sorry I missed this guy's name. I had it written down somewhere. But anyway, whatever his name is, this is Mr. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I got his name. Damn. I used to write everything down. But anyway, so this dude who claims that he's Rob's manager asked Self and them to put up a GoFundMe and whatever like that. So Self trying to help, he put up a GoFundMe, and Self thinking this dude is Rob's manager. Jay-Z gets in touch with Self, or Self gets in touch with Jay-Z. I don't know how it operated like that, but Jay-Z gives Self give Jay-Z this dude's account number. DJ Self give this nigga Jay-Z this dude's account number. The dude that y'all see going at Mark Curry, the dude that y'all see saying all this shit about Diddy or whatever like that. I don't know if you know, but I'm gonna get to that part too. This dude, Self gives Jay-Z the account number. Jay-Z sends $20,000 to this dude. The same dude, when somehow he talks to Diddy, and he's trying to tell Diddy what Rob needs. Rob needs a house for a year. Rob needs a car no later than year 2017. Rob needs a budget. He trying to con a con man. Ain't Sparkles, whatever your name is, yo, I ain't lying. Cause I talked to all the parties except the manager dude. You understand? So now I talked to enough parties to know who's lying. The Sparkle, the manager nigga gets the 20,000. Kimmy Riles, all right, he gets the 20,000. It don't go to the gun GoFundMe. Little Rob has everybody who puts down money in the GoFundMe, and the highest money that was put in the GoFundMe at one time was $1,000. Now, you hear what I'm saying? Thank you for that, Bullet Gotti. You understand? The highest money, and Lil Rob is back in the city. The highest money that was put up in that GoFundMe was $1,000 at the time. And it was at 19, 20,000. So that 20,000 Jay-Z gave did not go to no GoFundMe. So DJ Envy, Miss Jones, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Miss Jones, I'm the same nigga when Dougie Fresh brought you down there to our fish store when he was worried about Unique. This Big Gene. Your information was wrong, ma. All the respect in the world for you. You understand? But your information was wrong. You got shit mixed up. Now, Rob, he can't have nothing in his name because of his child support. So it was certain dudes that had their accounts. Rob money, the money that he was getting was going to certain people accounts that he trusted. And Mark Curry is the one dude that was trusted because they've been together ever since Bad Boy. Him and Mark Curry was like this. Mark Curry wouldn't do Rob wrong. Not at all. That's why when Rob was in the room and he had the wheelchair and the first room he had was so little, Rob made the decision to make the phone call and told Mark Curry, you gotta call Diddy. I couldn't have did it. I wouldn't have did it. If I had to shovel shit or whatever. If I had to start pawning jewelry, whatever. I wouldn't have never made no phone call. Somebody else would have had to do that. And I understand that. But Mark Curry dropped everything, his pride, his heart, or whatever situation he had with Diddy, and made that phone call for his man. Rob told him Mark ain't have his phone number. Rob had his phone number. And they made that phone call together. This is what people don't know. And Mark only told Diddy the essentials that Rob need. He just need a place to stay for right now until we can figure out what we could do and the medical help we could get him. And that's when Diddy put up the 2 weeks and said, how long am I to do that for? Yeah, I'm a petty nigga. So what? You understand? Okay, Miss Essence, Siraj, okay? You look at it different. Bridget Gates, that's a damn shame. So now, Diddy, after he talked to the nigga who's playing like he's Rob manager, who's trying to scam the situation, and Diddy could sense that a mile away. You understand? Nigga, he need a budget? The fuck he's finna go on tour? I know it ain't funny, man, but you gotta laugh at some of this shit. You understand? All right. So now, this nigga, so Diddy puts his boys on it. You know his boys. You know he'll call Harv or some other niggas around there. I don't know the niggas around there, but he'll put his boys on it. Y'all make sure everything's straight. You understand? He told what's his name? He told Mark, yo, Vasca, she'll make sure the flights and everything, because Mark was gonna, you know, take some money and fly Lil Rob and Diamond him out there so they could take care of his father's shit. He didn't have their numbers. So he goes on Instagram and tell them, yo, y'all get in touch with me. Because he didn't have his numbers. I don't even think they had a phone. I don't think Lil Rob had a phone at the time. Or he had a number. Because Rob didn't have a number for him. Let me say, allegedly. So, he goes on Instagram and say, yo, y'all get in touch with me so they could take care of everything for their father. So, these motherfuckers got a problem for him to do that. That's the only way he could get in touch with them. He didn't know his kids personally. He never met Lil Rob. I think he said, did he meet him once at a show or something like that? He was a little chubby kid or something like that at the time. I'm not for sure. But I don't even think he knew Lil Rob like that. All right, so now, Rob dies and everything. Mark is the beneficiary. Because who else name they going to put on the list? He down there with him. But my man BX Guns is the one who put Rob in the dude Cricket's house. He asked Cricket could he stay with because Cricket is his man. Cricket is the one who was taking care of Rob. The manager nigga wasn't taking care of Rob. The dude Cricket, some drummer cat, was taking care of Rob. And that's because of BS Guns, that's his man. But if you know what I know, these cats better come clean. Because Guns put his 2 cents in it. Niggas know he ain't playing like that. He not going to play like that with him. So they better come straight with it. Lil Rob got what he's supposed to have from Mark Curry. He got the password. Now, however, the GoFundMe people do it and they got to switch it over, whatever probate they got to go to get it, is up to them. Mark Curry said he'd do anything that he has to do, you understand, for his kids to get what the people gave Rob. He ain't take a dime from Rob. And he wouldn't do that. But that $20,000 that DJ Self gave the account number to Jay-Z, that was to Rob Met, phony ass manager. Ask him where that 20 licks at. Now, everybody was coming at me on the DM, I guess a DM from what you call that, Instagram. Yo, Gene, Puff ain't responsible for Rob death and all like that. Nigga, I never said that. What I said, if he would have did Rob and showed Rob the game instead of taking Rob's first artist for himself, you don't know what Rob may have done. See, people don't listen to what I'm saying sometimes. Oh, I had to show y'all something too. My man over at rare underscore hip hop underscore antiquities made Big Gene this jacket. And I had Deja DeVore over at Blissful Bling shine it up for me. My man Marco over at rare underscore hip hop antiquities made this jacket for Big Gene. And I had it blinged out for my girl Deja DeVore over at Blissful Bling. Just wanted to show y'all that. Forgot to talk about it. Sorry. I'm gonna have that when I'm cooking the barbecue outside. Sun shining on it. So these cats. Now, Mark Curry is an honorable guy. He may have a problem with, Diddy at a time. But both of them niggas threw that shit aside and they had a conversation about getting Rob right. They had a conversation just about doing the right thing behind Rob. If Diddy could forgive Mark, you understand? Whatever Mark conversation in his book was about that, and put everything aside and just say, let's take care of Mark. Let's just take care of Rob. Why the fuck does DJ Envy and motherfucking Miss Jones have a problem with that? Y'all shouldn't have a problem with that. Whatever Divvy gonna do for a motherfucker, he don't give a fuck who's standing next to him. That's the way he do his business. Mark Curry just went through that shit because of Rob. He would have never had that conversation on his own. Rob is his brother. So he threw all this shit out the window and say, okay, Rob, I had a car, I call him up. Rob was delirious at times. Because Mark was telling me, yo, Gene, when he get better, I'm going to let him talk to you. We talked about you. But when he gets better, we're going to have that conversation. Deion Jackson, thanks for the super chat. Everybody, thanks for the Cash App. That phone is off. I'm sorry about that. But thanks for that Cash App at Big Gene 52 and that PayPal. So now, my whole thing about it is this. Y'all going after the wrong cat. Mark Curry is an honorable dude. Listen here. I put my motherfucking stamp on it. Mark is one of the niggas, all he got to do is call once, and I'm there. I'm right there. All he got to do is call once. Text, call, whatever you young folks do, I'm right there, shitter. DeAndre Smith, I'm right there with him. Burgundy Blue, I'm right there. Mark is a straight shooter. When Rob didn't have Mark, had him down, hold him down. So all these clown ass industry people See, industry people that want to get and half-ass tell a story. Nigga, Envy, tell him Jay-Z. Tell him Jay-Z gave him the 20,000. What, you don't want to put J name out there? Fuck up out of here, clown ass nigga. Half-ass scared ass nigga. He used to come up to Sue's DJ with a bodyguard. Just kill me. They should be mad at Self for not doing his homework and giving the money to the wrong ass nigga. Gabriel Edwards, thanks for that super chat. They should be mad at DJ Self for giving Jay-Z the wrong information, and now that 20,000 is blown somewhere. To the same phony ass nigga who said that he was in the car with 50 Cent. You lie about one thing, you'll lie about two. Brownstone, you said, nigga, Self quit taking, he always taking losses. Then he tried to make it up and tell a lie like he did with the Cardi B shit. Niggas like, nigga, you ain't managing her, you ain't doing that, you ain't got no paperwork with her. Scared as death. Oh, okay. Bitches. Bitch ass nigga. Half-a. Niggas kill me, man. Niggas kill me with this. They should be mad at that cat. Because he was wrong. This other dude, my mans know him real well. I want my mans to have that conversation because DJ Self said he gave Jay-Z the account number, and that was that manager's dude. Accounts number. So he got that 20 cent. Chris B, what's up with you? You are off. King Fire, blessing to you too. Yeah, you know something sinister about Breakfast Club and Drink Champs. Both of them on Revolt, you know what I'm saying? Nori is a solid dude, you know what I'm saying? But there's only so much he could do. That's how he getting paid. Oh, his name Cal Dawson. Thanks, Dane. What's that? Damonin? Sorry, Daneam. Nam. His name Cal Dawson. That's the clown name. He trying to go on Mark Curry. He don't want to see Mark. Bro, you don't want to see Mark. Not at all. Bigum BS, what's up with you, boy? Let me do that right quick, Bigum. Bigum, did you get that? Yes, sir. Got you straight. So I'm keeping it 100. Self is the one who gave up the money, gave the account to the Cal Dawson account to Jay-Z. Jay-Z put 20,000 in Cal Dawson account without checking and seeing was this nigga really Rob manager. I spoke to Rob, real manager, from back in the day when he was with Bad Boy. I spoke to him. He was trying to do that links to link thing to have, industry people with their own insurance and all this other shit like that. But that's another conversation for another day. So we got it straight. DJ Self and Cal must have split their money. I don't know what they did with it. But I don't think Self got it because Self, unless Jay-Z got the account number and just sent the 20 G's over there, which they're going to take out on their taxes anyway because it's a gift. You understand? Yeah, they take it out. It ain't nothing. 20 G's. It's a gift. Gift tax. They're allowed to give so much money away a year. You know what I'm saying? Tax purposes. You're right. Yeah, he a cornball. Pure B, BC. Yeah, him is a fucking cornball. Gonna go on and talk about, yeah, this, that, and the thing. They gonna try to act like, man, I seen that shit. I was like, him and Miss Jones, and I got a lot of respect for Miss Jones. You understand? But Miss Jones, you was wrong this time, man. Mark Curry is an honorable dude. A very honorable dude. And because he dropped, he says, yo, he know that any artist that was under Bad Boy label, and you might check this out, Miss Jones, that they put out policies on their artists. And they pay for policies, life insurance policies. So if they ever had to bury them, what is if you get an artist and a policy is for $10,000? That's all you have to pay, $10,000, $15,000 for that artist. You're gonna do that. These companies be having insurance policies on these guys. Well, listen, I got that part of it straight. No, Diddy's not responsible for Rob's health. But Diddy was responsible for taking from Rob and continued to take from Rob. Not giving him what he was deserved. But he told everybody, shit, I'm sticking it to him just like Arista and Sony. I'm doing the same deals Arista and Sony did. I'm robbing these kids blind, and they don't even know it. He's not responsible for his health. He might be responsible for some of his mental health. Because when somebody takes something from you, Rob was right there. And I spoke to Rob's manager, who was Rob's manager at the time. He said, yo, listen here, Gene. Rob was hurt behind that shit. But he said, I'm going to let it go. Because we on the same label over here together. And Rob was the hottest one on that motherfucking Let's Get It. And by the way, nigga, those little kids, I got them in there. Justin and that little girl won my block party. They won the dance competition in my block party. And I got them in that video. Yeah. They won the dance competition at my block party. And I got them in that video. And that shit they had wrong by Dap, Puff wanted to know what Dap, they couldn't even get in touch with Dap at the time. Dap was on Morningside Avenue. Had the Africans in the basement down there sewing shit up. I came in the office and Puff was like, yo, y'all, he was screaming at them niggas because they didn't know what Dapper Dan, because Dap wasn't on 125 no more. You had to know personally how to get to Dap. And me and my brother, we was getting the 165 package from Dap every 2 weeks. He give us the jacket with the hat. The cloth jacket, the Dapper Dan cloth jacket with the different designs in it. I think it was like 165, 125, jacket and hat. Every 2 weeks we was getting a new one. Well, I had one of that Fuguzi shirts. It wasn't Versace, it was Fuguzi. Forgot me. Yeah, forgot me shirts. Yeah, I had one of them. Dude, that shit look good. I got a picture with it. Where that picture at with that forgot me shirt at? Now you don't, and don't tell me this shit ain't hot. I know some cats gonna be hating. They gonna hate on Big Gene. I'm right here. Ladies, I want the ladies to tell me, is this shit hot? Cause you know, I know the fellas gonna be like, yo, Gene, that shit is whack, man. You understand? One of dap joints. Ooh. Y'all gotta see this one. And then I'm gonna get to this other shit. My man Marco, Gene, you be everywhere. You be all over the place, Gene. Marco, hush up and keep making them fly ass jackets you just gave me. Yo, we gonna talk about the DMX thing. And it may make some people mad, but this was common knowledge back in the day. Some of y'all probably don't even know it. You understand? Because at the time, Jay-Z was getting his props at Rockaware. I mean, Jay-Z was getting his props at what's it? Rockefellers, and he was getting ownership with Rockefeller because he started that with him. Then they were making announcements that your man, what's his name? Your man, what's this kid name? Ja Rule was getting his props at Murder Inc. And X was looking for the same situation over there at Rough Riders. He wanted partnership. If ands, and buts with candies and nuts, Christmas would be every day. If Rough Riders would have gave X some partnership at the time, if X would have got partnership at Rough Riders at the time that he was looking for, he would have stayed with them. Now, ladies, this is one of Dapper Dan's fake Versace shirts. But I thought the shit was hot. You know, he put the Versace in it. He made it look like that. Y'all tell me, ladies. Was that all right? That's one of Dapper Dan's for shock me shirts. Nigga, I got pictures. Yeah, I wasn't going to get Versace, no. I went with Stevie J then one time, and we went in the store, and Puff bought me and Wolf some leather jackets. He wanted us to walk around with leather jackets. $2,000. He paid for them shits over at the Versace stores. We ain't never wear them shits. Appetite for Chicks, he said, it looks good. I can tell it's a Dapper Dan. Yeah, that was a Dapper Dan joint. That was a Dapper Dan joint. Thanks, Jasmine. Batista. Better watch out, Jasmine. You ain't gonna get me beat up by your man. Erase that, Jasmine. You know how them niggas be going. You put that shit on that nigga's show. He fine as hell. I ain't say it was cheap, Sparkle. What are you talking about? The cheap knockoff stuff look better than the real. I just said it was a Dapper Dan. What's wrong with y'all? So now they wouldn't give X what X thought he deserved. X, all his album going platinum. Thank you, Lorenzo. Evelyn, thank you too. You know what I'm saying? All his album going platinum. He going to all these movies. So you know when you sign and you know you the publishing, they get pieces of this, that, and other. They get X get money from everywhere. Now the Rough Rider is not just the. It's not just the what you call that? It's not just a label. It's a movement. You got all kids want Rough Rider bikes, want to wear Rough Riders, want to do this, all in the bikes. They own the what you call those not the motorcycles, but those dirt bikes. They going Rough Rider crazy. It was like a cult. You understand? It was almost like a cult. But X wanted a bigger part than just being an artist. He wanted ownership in the Rough Riders name. All that shit was in the magazines, in the news. Morsina, thank you for that super chat. So all that was in the thing for the Rough Riders. All that was a part of it. So they was feeling a certain way. X was feeling a certain way. If, ands, and buts with candies and nuts, Christmas would be every day. If they had did the right thing about X, the Rough Riders would have been an entity to beat in the music business. You don't lose the nigga that butter your bread. You don't lose the nigga that butter your bread. Now, y'all know the funeral was a fiasco. You understand? And I'm not gonna speak much on it, but I was laughing harder. Yo, that's a damn shame when you laughing at a funeral procession. And it wasn't because of X like that. I was laughing because that shit wasn't in order. Did anybody see Faith's part? I know people talked about that. When she forgot that she was doing this for a funeral and a church, and it was being televised in the church, and she started gyrating with the mic like this. She started moving like this with the mic, and she caught herself. And she ended up having to pass the mic to the girl who could sing her ass off, and then pass it to the dude who said, I don't know the song. And he said, I'm going over there. I'm going over there. Yo, I was laughing so hard, that shit was crazy. Somebody say Stevie J told her to do that. Dream Supreme TV. You was laughing too? We ain't gonna let you catch up, Narcisse. You shouldn't have been late. Get out of here. So now, DMX, though him and Swiss Beats had a great chemistry, he really wasn't feeling the other part of the family. To a certain degree. They may have made up over the years, but back then, They may have owned parts of DMX, but he wasn't feeling them because they wouldn't give him partnership. It is what it is. Well, what I heard was back in the day, yo, if they took a crackhead and made him into a big star, he shouldn't expect no more than what he was getting. And that was the word in the industry. Marcus said DMX line was called label was called Bloodline. No, I don't want to see Charleston White talk on nobody. Please don't try to direct me to ignorant shit. I don't want to listen to nobody, you know, talk crazy about people that they don't know personally. Anybody that I talk about, I've been around, has some kind of situations or circumstances with them. I don't come on here and talk about motherfuckers I don't know about. Now, they may be tied into some shit that I know, and I tell you, but they tied into people that I know personally. That's why, I could have had Mark Curry on here from day one, before Choke, before any of the other people that shows that he went on, because he spoke to me. And I said, yo, man, go let people know what's going on. Go to the nigga shows and let people know what's happening, what's going on. He may have done that anyway. But back with this DMX thing, which the fans sent him out right. Because they locked up the bridges, they messed up the highways, they did all that shit for X. The fans sent him out right. The funeral shit, they being talked about. I'm going to leave it alone. I know him personally. So I'm going to leave it alone. That part of it. That's why I said if, ands, and buts with Candy's enough. If they would have did the right thing, but they didn't do it, now you can't expect Christmas. If Puff would have did the right thing by Black Rob, by not stealing his artists, by giving his publishing, by giving him stuff like all the stuff that he was entitled to. Because everybody say, yo, it's what you signed for. Man, come on, man, listen to me. That's just like me going to a fucking, I'm taking food out the baby's mouth. If the baby crying, what you gonna do? I'm not gonna take food out the baby's mouth. If the kid don't know no better, then that means I gotta rob him, I gotta steal, I gotta take for him because he don't know no better? Come on, man, that shit ain't right. What up, Ice? Ruru, dog. Yeah, Terrell Barnes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not lying about this stuff, man. People do a lot of crummy and crazy shit, and then they go back and say, man, I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have done that. Yo, people should have been there for him. Man, listen to me. I can look mines in the eye and know I do the right thing and did the right thing by my friends and all. If I gave a friend something and they were supposed to give it back and they don't give it back, I say, yo, listen here. I'm not the one you could depend on anymore. I'm not letting some cash or some things ruin my friendship with you. But that part of it, nigga, you can't get a dime. When we used to go places, I got it, nigga, I ain't got it no more. Get your own. And all these cats come out here talking about, yo, he was doing this and he was doing that. Nigga, if Puff don't give his own family and would see his baby mama in the streets living out a car, why you think he was giving shit to Black Rob? Oh, he loved Rob. Not. He knew he stole from Rob and he took from Rob. And he made millions and millions of dollars off Rob. So piecing him, like my man Guns told me, when Rob got out of jail, he gave him $15,000. Here, go get on your feet. Nigga, you can't, in an apartment in New York, if you living in a decent area, a one bedroom gonna cost you like $2,500. And you gotta put a month rent and a month security. So that's a month rent, a month security, that's 5,000. Month rent, month security, that's 5,000. So he got 10,000. Now you know he Black Rob, he gonna go spend at least 5,000 on some clothes like we niggas do. So he got 5,000 left that he could put on the bank. But rent is due next month, so he got another 2,500 that he got to pay on the rent again. So he got to do the shows and he got to do something. Come on, man. Travis said, who's that said that? Death Row East. They said Life Story went platinum. You know what I'm saying? He said Rob Life Story album went platinum. And guess who's gonna make all this money on Rob's death? And y'all talking about y'all happy because he paying for a funeral. Yeah. DMX was a hell of a rapper. He was a hell of a... Yo, I love that nigga as a fucking actor. Did y'all see when he played Never Die Alone? The Donald Goin shit? DMX was a hell of a fucking actor, man. Move over, Denzel. Yo, DMX was a hell of a fucking actor, bro. Yo, if y'all want to travel, or y'all want to go some places, I got to put y'all on Nina C. Michelle. Yeah, I know your real name, Deanna. Y'all got to go check her out and her Instagrams because she travels all over the world and she knows about every place in the world. Now, we got over 1,000 people in here, and I don't even have half the likes, but I gave y'all some information that y'all was wondering about earlier. When we talked about Jay-Z is the one who gave the 20,000 to that Cal Dawson nigga, that DJ Self gave him the wrong information. You understand? And Cal Dawson ran off with Black Rob's money. Mark Curry handed everything over to Lil Rob and told him whatever he got to do in order to get the beneficiary stuff over to him and stuff. He gave him the passcode, the the information to the stuff, and whenever they have to go through the probate because Rob is dead. Whatever information, whatever they have to do to release the money, he's there for him to release the money for them. He didn't want none of Rob's money. He don't get down like that. He's an honorable dude. AR Hip Hop TV, what you 12 years old? Yeah, Rob had kids. He had 4. Now Jay didn't do his due diligence. He just was, and he just wanted to let people know he was going to do that and do something for Rob. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He didn't do his due diligence. No, he didn't. Somebody said Leor Cohen is creepy. What he said was creepy as fuck. And that wasn't some shit to say at a funeral. I'd have beat his ass. And I know he's over Instagram and stuff like that. If I was DMX man and his people, I'd have beat his ass. Oh, Earl Simmons was my friend. I knew DMX was going to kill him. Wow. I got things up on the computer. That was crazy. Yeah, he's over YouTube now. That's why the black folks stopped getting paid. Black people used to get more money off the YouTube. That's what I heard. You understand? People used to get paid, and then when he came over there, the urban contents and stuff like that, he started Xing it out, saying people can't say this, people can't say that. You know, you can't even say this no more. All I'm just saying, man, for Rob from DMX, if ands and buts with candies and nuts, Christmas will be every day. If these people who had them and their interests in their hands would have done the best thing for them at the time, them guys would have had more holidays than they did. Maybe they had a good life and we ain't know about it. Hey, Denise Jacks, Clara 86, out there in Manchester, the UK. So listen here, y'all. I want to appreciate y'all for coming out here tonight. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Before I go, hit up a couple of likes. I'll see y'all on Thursday. I'll cook something because I'm going to be hungry. So, y'all take care. This has been Big Gene, Raw Deal, the last big night cooking and conversation. And thank you for giving me your time. Peace.